Afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing today? It's now June the 5th. It's about 7:20 p.m. And we're going to do an uncut, uninterrupted take in one long video with no editing whatsoever. And we're going to take a look at Bitcoin and see what other coins are trending thus far. So right now, don't mind if I'm not on camera because I had a rough few days, put it that way. And I don't really look the best right now either. So anyways, and I'm also sitting on the sofa on my tablet, which is a lot more comfortable and conducive to me right now. So right now we take a look at CoinMarketCap and we see that Bitcoin's dominance is at 64.2%. A little bit lower than what I would like it to be right now. Anytime it's under 67%, or usually roughly 1/3 for alts and 2/3 for Bitcoin, I say to myself that it could be alt season. We go down the board right here and we see some of the biggest gainers. You may not see it reflect right now, but it would definitely be Cardano. Cardano has had a huge hit over the past few days, and also VeChain as well has skyrocketed tremendously. Looking on this particular side, on the right hand side for price and graph 7-day, we see that coins like Cardano are actually maintaining its pace quite a bit. Bitcoin SV has dropped significantly. Bitcoin Cash bumped upwards. Tether. Ethereum took a small dip to the upside. Bitcoin, as you noticed, ended up hitting around the $8,900 mark and it bounced up significantly back to 92, 91-ish. And Bitcoin Cash, or SV rather, Ethereum, Litecoin, they're all following suit. Even Binance's as well. But Cardano has been steadily maintaining its pace, and it was definitely bound for a correction, which I actually ended up calling for the people that have been following me on Twitter. Check it out. About 30 hours ago, I ended up calling this particular one right over here. I was talking about a correction for ZRX, Cardano, and also for VeChain, and we ended up actually getting all of them, which was quite amazing. If you guys want to follow it, it's this particular tweet over here. So just getting a good gauge of what the market is doing, and we're seeing that there's been a trend of corrections for these heavily volatile coins that have been moving in the upward 20 to 50 to 100% moves up. VeChain was the biggest gainer by far, where in the past 5 days it did a parabolic move to the upside, hitting 17 cents all the way, or not 17 but 0.017, so 1.7 cents it ended up hitting, all the way down from, or up from 8.5 cents or 0.85 cents. Okay, so that's a significant move to the upside, and that's why I ended up calling that for a short position as well. Anyways, enough with the alts and just taking a quick look at the other markets going on right now. We're going to look at this from the perspective of a monthly chart first of all to see how this ended up closing. So on the monthly chart right now, I always keep this particular figure steady in my eyes. Okay? I see this steady figure and I say to myself that there is a very strong chance that we are going to trend in this particular identified and demarcated section for a long time. Till I think August next year? Yeah, till about July, August. I think for another year. Sorry guys, but this pattern has been long time established already, and because of it, I can't say that we're going to see a breakout anytime soon just based on the monthly. And just historically, we do tend to finish these massive patterns before breaking to the upside. Not only that, look at what the monthly finished off at. This particular candle right here, sorry, this one right here, okay, see this one? That would be like a shooting star type of candle, almost like a bearishly spinning top if it had a bigger body, right? It's kind of the opposite of a hammer. If we see a hammer candle at the bottom of a downtrend, it's like seeing the opposite, an upside down hammer at the top of an uptrend, right? So we see a hammer at the bottom of a downtrend. It's equivalent to seeing an upside down hammer at the top of an uptrend. Give you an example of these types of formations where we get a bullish month and then the first bearish candle that we see, what happens, okay? So think of it like this as well. We're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish, okay? And then as soon as we get the first bearish candle for the month, it ends up significantly dropping. Okay, so once again, I'll say it one more time. So assume this hypothesis. We're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish. What happens when we get the first sign of a bearish month? Does that bearish month last for more than 1 month? Or is it possible that we rebound and we find support and go to the upside? Let's test this hypothesis. I apologize for saying that many times, but it's important that you understand that once we formulate some hypothesis, we're going to conduct an experiment to see if it holds true or not true. First of all, the first bearish month, I would say, or bullish one, we'd say it's right here, okay? True? Bullish. Super bullish, of course, that was the rally. And look at the first bearish month, okay? The first bearish month that we had, the month after, we tanked from 16,600 to 6,000 on February the 1st, or sorry, February the 6th. That didn't stop there, right? People thought that this could have been some sort of support, but no, you don't find support after a major rally like that. Okay, this Dragonfly Doji didn't hold. Got another bearish candle after a decent rally. You can call that a pretty bullish candle. Then the next month that we see a slightly bearish candle, look at the months that followed. It ended up just tanking. So yes, we proved it true twice now. Okay, the first time was right here, bullish and super bearish and tanked. Bullish there, bearish, and then tanked for the 2 months. So those are the two proofs that we just made. Now we're gonna see if we can find some more. Every time, once again, a bullish month. Bullish, 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 bullish. This now here is like a shooting star kind of candle, not quite a bearish spinning top because it doesn't have that thicker body. But what happens a month after? Another bearish candle, a bearish month, right? Bulls tried to go to the upside, but they ended up getting rejected very hard. So then we ended up getting a series of bearish months that ended up going from 12,500-ish all the way down to 6,000 ranges. So held true again. And then that's the third case that we found. Here's the fourth case again. A bullish month, right? We ended up going from 7,200 to about 9,400-ish. So bullish month, pretty good, right? We ended up going about $2,000 up. That's huge. It's like a 25-30% gain almost. And the next month, we ended up getting a bearish month right here, right? Pretty bearish candle. Bulls tried to push to the upside, but majorly rejected. Huge resistance at $9,400 range that I've been calling for a very long time now, if you've noticed. So the first bearish candle, this one is like it's not a gravel stone doji, but it's kind of like a shooting star with a thicker body. And then that's a bearish candle. And then we're assuming that the first bearish candle we see, the next month is also bearish. And it holds true. Now that's the fourth time that it held true. Okay? Next month we go from 6,400 to 9,300. That's a 50% rally. Obviously it's bullish. Next month again, bullish. Next month, the first bearish candle that we saw. Okay, this is the same type of candle as that one, like a shooting star. Same type of candles like that one, except this one had a longer wick. Same type of candle, almost like this one right there. Either way, they're bearish candles. So then, therefore, we must assume that it could also be another setup for a bearish month. Not only that, if we look at last year, okay, if we look at last year, right, July was a bearish month. So just based on precedent over the last year, this month right here, this one in particular, was kind of a neutral month, right? But it ended up leading. Just because it's green doesn't mean that it's bullish. Don't take that the wrong way at all, okay? Once again, just because it's green doesn't mean it's bullish. It was just trying to find some support, but it ended up leading to the downside. So for the past 2 years in a row, we have seen setups where near July, it has led to a major disastrous downtrend. So I'm also led to believe now, just based on this price action analysis alone, that we're going to be having a bearish month. No doubt about it. Okay, now let's go to the weekly. Okay, let's go to the weekly. This might look like it's setting up for a flag, like people were saying. A flag is basically, you know, a flagpole. And then we ended up going to the upside, right? That's possible. That's exactly what people said about this one as well. Over here, where that ended up rallying up. Yeah, let's make that freaking flag. I don't think we did that, did we? No, we certainly didn't. People were caught off guard there. I believe that we're going to end up moving in this demarcated region right here till literally September almost, or May next year, which is another month, another year, sorry. And there's no reason for me to believe otherwise. On the weekly, we have been in neutral territory, just hovering since May, since April actually, between 40 to 60 RSI, and that's where we like to trend. Anytime there's action, it's usually when we're at a really high RSI or low RSI, right? We are trending to the downside right here, getting closer to the neutral region. That's significant to me because we'll hover there long enough for us to actually make a conviction to a direction that we're going to go. Now the daily is the most significant chart because a lot of people are thinking that the MACD is gonna just magically curve to the upside right there, okay? But I don't think that's gonna be the case, folks. I just don't think it's gonna be the case. If you take a look right here, we have been trending since June the 27th, so it's 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's now 9 days. We've been trending in this particular region right here. Actually 10 days now almost. So I mentioned that the 55 EMA is always a very significant factor when it comes to Bitcoin's direction. When it makes a decisive decision to which way it's going to go, it's usually at this 55 EMA when it hovers there long enough, or when it stretches far enough, right? It bounces back in. Think of the EMAs as an elastic band that stretches, and when the price strays too far away from the EMA, the 55 especially, it ends up snapping back towards it. Or if it stays around the 55 EMA for too long, it ends up shooting it one way or the other. And every time we've seen it, right? You look at any single area that we go to. Sorry, where is that? There we go. Look at this particular region right there. We see that it's stretching to the downside, right in there. Goes up to this particular region, and then it ends up just bouncing to the upside. And then we take a look at even over here. Right, it's far away from the 55 EMA, and then when it gets close to it, it ends up shooting it one way when it hovers around it long enough. So now, especially this particular region over here as well, goes too far away from it, it snaps back up to here, and then look what happens when it hovers around it for long enough, right around that region, and it ends up shooting it that way. So the 55 EMA is a very significant factor. Why do I use the 55 EMA rather than somewhere else? or something else, the 50. Why do I use it instead of the 50 EMA? Because it's a Fibonacci number, okay? And the Fibonacci number is very significant to me. Okay, so now we're also using the precedent, right? Precedent is basically something that happens in the past. 55 EMA is stretched away from it, moves that way. So eventually it snaps back down close to it right there, as we can see. So is it safe for us to assume based on history? So I've told you guys two specific things. This is not guesswork, okay? This is not amateur stuff where you're saying, I think and I hope it's gonna go this way. The past hypothesis I had was basically every time we had a bullish candle, the first time we see a sign of a bearish candle, the next month after tends to be bearish. And we did just have a bearish June. And we proved it 5 times actually earlier. And now I'm also proving to you that every time we snap far away from the 55 EMA, we snap back to it eventually. And now it's going to make a decisive move. And guess which way I think it's going to go? Down. Okay, if you guys paid attention enough in this video and you didn't fast forward it, which I know a lot of people do, you know, honestly, the people who fast forward videos are the people who usually don't do well. They're just waiting for this key magical phrase that I use. Do you guys know that when I watch a YouTube video, anything, I don't watch it on 1 speed. I watch it on 2 times speed. And my ears are quick enough to be able to adjust to people speaking incredibly fast, and I can discern anything people say. So instead of fast forwarding it, guys, like just skipping parts of my video, maybe I would just recommend to, you know, watch it at 1.5 speed at first, then watch it maybe at 1.75, and then get to 2 speed eventually. You'll pick up a lot of things in my videos, guys. If you want to actually become a professional trader, don't think for a moment that there's going to be some silver platter and some magical solution where you're just going to wake up after you've slept and overnight you're going to become this magically, awesomely delicious, lucky charm Irish trader that's going to be a pot full of gold with rainbows and unicorns everywhere. It's not going to work like that. You guys know that I put in enough work as a trader before I even started trading, when I was studying 16 hours a day for literally a year and a half with no breaks, 7 days a week, not even seeing a single friend or going out for dinner. Locked myself in my freaking parents' goddamn basement, excuse me for saying that, in my parents' basement, and literally studied for a year and a half in their basement for 16 hours a day. And if you do the math, that's actually enough to get you a master's degree in anything. I'm not just talking about taking courses, I'm talking about with the studying as well. That's a lot of work, guys. And that's the kind of work you guys should be putting into yourselves as well. Otherwise, you're not going to get to where you want to be. If you want to have something you've never had, you got to do something you've never done. Do you get that? I'm going to say that again. If you want to have something that you have never had before, you have to do something that you've never done. Right? It's all about the attitude. If you're going to say something that you're going to do, make sure you do what you just said. Because there are the people who just want it badly enough, and they know for a fact that they want it. They want this change in their lifestyle. They want to do better than they are already doing. They're craving this sense of accomplishment and freedom. I've experienced it. And I've always seen people that, yeah, I know I should be doing this. I know I should be doing that. Well, everybody knows what they need to do better, which is to just do it. Right? They're the people that keep saying what they're going to do, but the people that actually make it are the people that take action. And if you don't take action for what you say you're going to do, then you're never going to do what you just said you want to do. Make sense? So these are my rules for holding yourself accountable. Tell your friends you're going to do something. And then after that, just take action and do what you just said. I know that sounds kind of lame, but think about it. The people that take action are the people that have the highest chance to be successful. And if you're never going to change your ways, right? Like for example, if you're fast forwarding my videos, you think that I'm sitting here making these videos for fun, right? No, it's to give you guys a hand. Maybe I have it a little bit easier than most people where I pick up things. Who knows, right? I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of hard work. Maybe I'm just Asian and good with math. I'm just kidding. maybe I just happen to be not Mr. Fibonacci, but I just happen to be Mr. Fibonucci. Maybe I just have a little Chinese guy in my pocket that I use as a calculator that's illegally here in Canada. I'm just kidding, guys. But my point is this, okay, guys, come on. If you fast forward my videos, you know you're not cut out to be a trader, man. If you're asking people when to buy and sell, you know you're not cut out to be a trader. Go back to your normal job. And this is me being harsh on people because guess what? The stock market is full of cocky mother effers like me that have attitude, that have a huge ego, okay? That's kind of the Wall Street personalities, you know what I'm saying? If you don't have that kind of personality where you want to persevere through adversity, trust me, you're not going to make it. You're not going to be a shark. You're just going to be a tiny, tiny little seal that I'm going to devour because I'm mama whale and I'm a shark. Okay, anyways, let's get back to this, okay? So now we are trending here for about 9-10 days now almost at this 55 EMA. And based on precedent, based on the foundation that I've laid out with cement, with my I spy, with my little eye, I can firmly say that something drastic is going to happen. And what I am going to guess is one more attempt. Where? Right there. Around there. Between 93 to 96 maybe. And then after that, down. Now, you know what I love to see lately? I love to see people just try to find any reason that's bullish. My favorite one's this one, okay? I'm not going to say who it is, but clearly I watch people to see how bad they are sometimes. I gotta go check out a coin right away. I'll be right back. Really good to set up, everybody. So here's where I clearly have my alert on the 2-hour V-chain chart, okay? I have it set up just so I can be aware that if it crosses my resistance, as you saw it go up earlier, right? Got my alert for a V-chain set up at 1.46 there, cents, or 0.0146. I have it there because, well, that's kind of the resistance that I'm going to be eyeing. And we're not really looking good right now, put it that way. Not the best. Trying to break out of it, but I don't really think it's going to break out of it. 30-minute chart doesn't really look that great or anything. 1 hour. Oh, I'm sorry for taking up your guys' time. I'll get back to here, okay? BTC USD. Sorry, guys. I'm on a tablet. Where is Binance? There we go. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, so on the daily, like I mentioned, right, 9 days now, I do think that it's going to break to the downside. I just can't help but think that. If I were to extrapolate right now, this white line, okay, whoops, that's horrible. Like what, that white line right there, well, clearly it's going to get sandwiched somewhere in there for now, okay? And what I was mentioning earlier is that I like it when people just, it's so outrageous what some people are doing, man. I can't even tell like how many people actually make money on, like, based on their really bad technical analysis, and they like try to rack up followers and stuff like that. So here's one that I saw, okay, where someone's like, we're gonna go to the moon. Are we ready to moon? Hey, what's up? Okay, I'm not gonna say more than that. It's kind of just being mean now. So, anyways, yeah, I shouldn't have even said that. I apologize, but like, sometimes I really disagree with a lot of technical analysis out there. I do watch other people's just to see how bad they are, to be quite honest. It's like lines are just being drawn everywhere. Just trying to connect the dots. I'm sorry, I'm just being mean today. Okay, that's one that I saw, right? Where it's like, well, there's a squeeze clearly coming here. I hope that I'm right. I mean, when I hope it's not a strategy, but I would prefer to be right more than wrong. Clearly that right there is an apex region that needs to be reached soon, and something dramatic will happen here, and we'll draw a major conclusion of which direction we're gonna go. And this could go till the end of August, or it could happen right now. If it were to break to the downside right now, okay, what would happen is we're gonna see this is a triangle, right? that it's squeezing into. I wish I can draw a triangle here, but it just never works properly. But I'll just do it with like a yellow line, just to kind of show you guys in this yellow line, right? So in that little squiggly region, we see it's getting into a symmetric type of triangle squeeze, right? So if we break, and people are like, yeah, this is let's get a really nice one in here so you guys can really understand what I'm talking about. Let's get a parallel channel here. Whoops, I don't think I can draw it well on here. It's really hard to draw a parallel channel. Yeah, I can't draw a parallel channel. It only works well on the computer. I apologize for taking up your time there. But you saw what I meant earlier, right? Where people are basically drawing lines, and they're saying that, well, this right there is clearly going to get into a squeeze, and it's going to go to the upside. Well, if that were to happen, we're going to be in the mega bull rally. We're going to get into a mega bull rally. I'm not sure why I'm still getting messages. I'm pretty sure I'm on Do Not Disturb. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of all over the place today. My head's not really right now because yeah, I don't know if you guys have been following me on Twitter, but I'll just show you really quickly. Like I'm kind of like not really myself right now. So yeah, I don't even know if I should be talking about this, but on July the 2nd, 2 a.m. in the morning, I've known this girl since I was 9 years old, and she was like literally my best friend growing up, and one of the first people that I've met. And when I first moved to Winnipeg, my parents know her parents. She's also Laotian. That's where we're from. We're from Laos. We're both Laos or Laotian, and we both speak it fluently, and we have known each other for a very long time. She's you know, like the first girl I ever had a major crush on. Like crush on her from like grade, since I met her till I was like literally like mid-20s or something. Dear God. Even though I had like, you know, girlfriends and stuff, I still was madly in love with her, but I never told her once. And yeah, we remained friends for a long time. Like we played computer games together, we hung at each other's houses, and you know, when we were kids. And even though I moved away to a different high school, I moved back far away just so I can, you know, drive like 30 minutes a day just to go to school to hang out with her and stuff like that. Anyways, on July the 2nd, 2 in the morning, she disappeared. I didn't think anything big of it, right? Because like she's an adult. And yeah, so the next day, July the 3rd, I was like, okay, this is kind of fucking weird now. That's Luna when I first got her, when she was 2 months old, and that's my friend Noi holding her. You guys know Luna, right? That's Luna, so cute. And then just yesterday, I got a call from a bunch of my friends and her cousins and stuff like that. And they told me that they found, the cops found her dead at the, like, floating in a river. Yeah, it was crazy. And I had this like dream last night where I was just like in grade 5, you know, she was my first kiss, my first crush, my first you know, elementary school dance where I asked her to go. And she I had this dream where I asked her to go, right? And it took me like weeks to practice to finally find the courage to ask her. So then when I went to go with her, I picked her up, and then suddenly we were like adults, but I couldn't find her, right? And then I had to drive around the city looking for her. And I eventually found her, and then she was just really, really, really sad. And I convinced her to finally get in the car so we can go to the school dance. And then when we got there, all of a sudden we were children again. And she asked me to dance. And I don't really dance, put it that way. But I just grabbed her hand and we went to dance, and the whole dream was about me just dancing for like an hour with her, and we were just hopping around like little kids that didn't have a single clue what to do. And then yeah, she was my closest friend growing up. I just can't believe that they found her dead in a river. And the craziest part was when I woke up, the first thing I thought was I gotta call Noi right away, because like her and I got into a fight, like a small fight a few years ago, which I never said sorry for. And I was gonna call her. I even grabbed my phone. I was ready to call her to say I'm sorry. And then it hit me, right? I was still groggy, and it hit me that she's just not here with us anymore. It's kind of sad. Anyways, back to this. So here, if we were to actually break above, yeah, I'm gonna end this technical analysis right away. If we actually end up breaking above this particular region, clearly we're gonna be breaking out but not just out of that particular resistance, but we look at it from the overall perspective of how long it's been, and how long has it been here, huh? So this particular trend has been going on for about 1 year now. Okay, so we're going to be breaking a 1 year resistance. I don't think there's enough volume for us to even come close to breaking that. Okay, so is it likely? No, it's not likely. Is it more likely for us to actually trend down here? Okay, is it like, what do you guys really think? Okay, I'm getting angry at the people that are just doing these technical analysis videos and thinking that it's likely for us to just skyrocket out of here, out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we really gonna do that with a lack of momentum that Bitcoin has been getting, with the lack of it trending on Google? No major announcements have been made. No government is adopting, Bitcoin right now, or yeah, it's not a lot of money that's being injected into the market right now. The market cap is still at the same roughly. What else? The Bitcoin dominance is lower as well. Alts are skyrocketing. There's a lot of progress in other coins right now, like Cardano. So is it likely that we're going to break this 1 year resistance just because we have a little channel that's going to the upside, even though volume is just, look at the volume, it's clearly going down, right? I gotta mute that. Sorry about that announcement there. Sorry that I got sidetracked and my mood changed right away, but man, I'm gonna be always real with you guys. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm not the kind of person that goes on Instagram and takes a picture of salt and pretends that it's sugar. Do you know what I mean? I'm always gonna be real with you guys, and especially to myself. And I don't really care if people don't like it. If you don't like it, there's the unfollow and subscribe and the unsubscribe button. Or sorry, the unfollow and the unsubscribe button. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm getting paid to do these videos for you guys. I'm just doing it because it's taking my mind off of a lot of things, and it's a very good stress reliever. And you know what? You're getting to know someone who trades professionally as well, right? Someone who got in kind of early in the market. I know a lot of you guys also see me as a friend. Heck, in fact, I see a lot of you guys as a friend as well. So, is it likely for us to break above there? No, it's not likely, okay? Simple as that. Look at the volume trending downwards. Do you see any spike in volume to the upside? No, I should see an increase in volume if it's going to go up. So my verdict is very simple, which is based on two solid facts that we're going to end up most likely downtrending sometime soon. Okay, sometime as soon as we find more conviction in these particular levels, and then we're most likely going to end up dropping. Where? I really don't know yet, but I haven't thought of it that far yet, right? More so giving you guys just my prognosis. But more likely, what I will see, or what I think we'll see, is a simple, right here, maybe, okay? Maybe we're gonna get into a correction down to the 200 moving average, because as you can see right now, that for the past 9 days now, the bulls are trying really hard to squeeze back above that 55 EMA. They've tried many times. If you take a look at it, right, we fell below it right here for this particular candle, and we get rejected with a wick. Body goes through it, rejected downside again, opened with a chance to close higher than it, but the bears completely took over. And then we opened here, the bulls tried to push it above there, so the next time we opened, we had a chance to actually get it above there, but the bears ended up pushing it down again. And then we ended up getting this tiny little doji, which showed that the bulls ended up supporting it. And then we get this right here, where we can get pushed all the way up to the top there, but we ended up rejecting it. And now we get this hammer type of candle right here. And if you look on the 2-hour candle, okay, if you look at this 2-hour candle right here, what you'll see right here, don't mind Luna, you guys actually here, I'm at my folks right now for the weekend. She's adorable today. I came here today because of the bad news and stuff, you know, so yeah, I wanted to be around family. So we got this huge dragonfly type of doji right here, okay? Right? Huge dragonfly doji that's well below the 200 or the 55 moving average. You take a look at it, but we still show support above this particular line right here. And I'm talking about this one right here, right? That particular support that I'm squiggling. So now we're still below the 55 EMA, and the bulls are desperately trying to claw their way above that 55 EMA. And if they don't do it anytime soon after 9 days, guess what's going to happen? What's going to happen is we're just simply going to fall down to the 200 moving average, wherever this line ends up getting to, okay? And that's a fact that this is going to happen, because there's one trend at a time, okay? Somewhere in there, we'll most likely end up somewhere between, say, 8,800, I'm guessing, and 9,000. And then we'll most likely end up getting into a squeeze to test out that 200 moving average, and we'll see and go from there. But as it stands right now, my verdict for Bitcoin is neutral, bearish for the month of July. So anyways, I hope that all this made a lot of sense to you guys. If it didn't make any sense and you guys want to learn some more, like I always say, go pick up my course. Man, I'm so sorry that I can't even get it updated right now for you guys. My laptop's been sent away to extract the M2 solid state drive that somebody ended up breaking, or the computer ended up breaking. I won't say who. So the M2 is being extracted. I don't know how to open up that computer. It's pretty complicated. It's like a super ultra book, the HP Spectre X360. So I sent it into Hewlett Packard. They're pretty much breaking it apart just to send me the M2 drive because it's completely broken. And yeah, it's still intact, I hope. Right, I just sent it away a little bit a week ago. It finally got there, and I hope that it's intact and everything is still good. And then they're gonna send it back to me, and then I get to work on it again. But if it's not intact, ooh man, am I gonna have a heart attack? Because that's literally like 6 months, 7 months of work. Anyways, enough stress for one day. I just wanted to get my mind off of things and just ramble about the market, because that's what I specialize in. Just talking about nothing that eventually makes sense. So I hope you guys have had a great time watching this video. If you guys don't know or have a clue what I'm talking about, if you're a beginner or if you're an intermediate or advanced trader and you're looking to learn a little bit more, just pick up my course, guys. It's the best course out on the market, and I'll say that with 100% certainty. Why? Because I know for a fact that it is, because I made it, and because of all the reviews and the hard work that I put into developing that course. It's also the absolute cheapest course you can get on the market. People have been asking me, why the heck do I not sell it for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000? Because it really is worth that much compared to other people's really crappy course out there. And I sell it for this much because I simply can, and it helps you guys a lot. So pick it up. It's designed from the ground up. For you guys that don't know a single thing, it can be applicable to any market, forex, equities, you name it, okay? Especially crypto as well. And it's going to teach you a wide variety of different skills that may or may not help you. It may help you if you actually put in the time and study it. It may not help you if you just keep buying a ton of material and you just let it sit on the shelf and collect dust and you never even open it. So the amount of work that you put in is directly proportional to the type of reward that you're going to get. So anyways, have yourself a great day. Look in the description below if you're interested in picking up my course for $190 by USD, only by crypto. I don't do fiat, guys. It defies the purpose of believing in Bitcoin. I don't believe in monetary fiat systems. Sorry, guys. Have a great day. Thank you very much for the love and the support. Give me a thumbs up if you love this video. Bye now. Take care.